Alrighty, what is good? It's Stealthy Rebellion. Anyways, I wanted to talk about the Artesian aftermath because, as well as some people know at least, that I was an ambassador at the time of recording this. I still kind of am. I mean, I'm leaving, but I still have the link and the panel up and all that. Anyways, I wanted to talk about it because I wanted to talk about it from my perspective, right? So I stream from my PlayStation 4. I record from my PlayStation 4. It's terrible, right? And I'm someone that is very passionate about content creation and things like that. And I'm doing as much as I can with what I have. And unfortunately, that's not a lot. Like, there's a lot more I could be doing, and there's a lot more I could do if I had a PC. And being an Artesian ambassador was one of those things where I was like, oh, they started doing this giveaway thing every month for ambassadors. And I was like, yo, this would be sick to win. In the first two, they gave away the PCs to the winners. And then the third one, they just go, oh, you don't fit the criteria to Kia, which is a fellow streamer. I've kind of spoke to her a little bit, and she seems really like a good person. So everybody, I'm gonna try to put her links in the comment section, just in case you guys want to give your thoughts, and then I'll pin the comment, just to I would put her in the description, but not everyone looks in the description. I think it's better in the comment section. That's just how I feel about that. I might be wrong about that, but anyways, we'll leave it like that. But basically, it really pissed me off to the extent, not just for the other person, but also for me. Because that told me, hey, even in the future, if it didn't happen this time, it would happen maybe next time, and it could have happened to me. And it could have been bad. Because I really would be pissed. And like I said, I don't have a PC, and it's something that, like, I really am trying to go for. And seeing all this stuff happen, it really pissed me off. And I'm gonna try to get another PC building company type thing to be an ambassador of. But I want to look for the right one. I want to look for one that actually cares about their ambassadors and actually helps their ambassador grow. Because Artesian, even though I remember in the email that they gave me, it basically said how I could. They told me I could earn up to $200 off of shipping, and things like that. But I was only getting such a small percentage of of an overpriced PC. Let's just put it that way. And that really stressed me out. And then I had no clue this stuff was going to happen. I didn't. And it just proves enough that even though it happened with Artesian, there are other PC building companies that honestly are no different. I don't really know which ones are and which ones are different, and etc. But there are ones that are the same and there are ones that aren't. And the issue is trying to know which one is good and which one's not is hard. And like I said, I would like an actual ambassadorship where the person or the company that I am advertising for free basically would help grow my channel, for example, right? Because if I'm free advertising and they're helping me grow basically, then we both grow, right? Because at the end of the day, growing me grows my community, and then more people join into that community. I actually left a really good message to Artesian Builds. I'll read that in a moment because at first, when this originally happened, I was kind of like, I hope they change. I hope that something happens, and something good happens, right, out of this situation. And nothing did. So I just got my phone. So I'm gonna read the message I sent them because they didn't respond the last couple of days. So, anyways, basically, after this whole debacle, many people left. Literally, if not hundreds, thousands of people have left their ambassadorship, and good because I'm doing it too. There's no point, and I was gonna give them the week, to reply to me and get back to me eventually, but I think I can't. I can't do it as like, it's just I can't support a company that doesn't support me. I'm just gonna be honest. Like they don't. And that's the truth. And being a small streamer and them coming out and being like, oh, you have to have a certain number of viewers, you have to have a certain number of followers. The issue with that is those people that have higher viewers and have higher numbers and shit like that probably have more money than somebody who is a small streamer that doesn't, I'm not even talking about just me. I'm talking about people in general that have broken PCs, old PCs, maybe streaming just like me from a console. It's terrible. And they would rather give the winner to the top 2% of ambassadors, which, by the way, most people left now. Not all, but some, most people left now. And that's the truth. And that really annoys me because they think that they were going to get away with that. I really believe they thought that they could just say something like that on stream and get away with it. Obviously, they won't, and they wouldn't. Um, you know, so yeah, and then I just last night I watched the Nick Merckx clip of him saying that he's not really he's distancing himself away from Artesian builds, which is good, and also OTK also is. So that is really good, and that's as of like 4 or 5 ish hours ago was OTK decided to leave them too. Anyways, I want to find a PC building company that is actually worth joining. So maybe if you are part of like a PC building company, comment down below. But I also would like to see, I don't want to see another Artesian builds that just don't help their ambassadors at all. Because that's the truth. They don't. And they didn't. And, that's the unfortunate thing. And it sucks. Because there is nothing I can do about that other than keep doing what I'm doing and find another PC building company that maybe will be better off and actually helps their ambassadors, and I can grow out of that and eventually get a PC. Because I'm trying to get a PC. It's hard, and at least with at least with Artesian builds, I had hoped that either I save enough or I end up winning one of their giveaways. That's honestly one of the things that I was so excited about every month. I've only been an ambassador for like 3 to 4 months, and I was like so excited because I was like, oh, it's a chance to win, right? And that's exactly how long their giveaways have been going because they only started it like 4 months ago, and they did it the wrong way completely. Uh, Unfortunately though, you know, they're not obviously. I'm not gonna be with them anymore, and I don't think there's any other PC building companies that I can really join that do giveaways. So at least I can have a little bit of hope, even though, other than giveaways that they do for everyone, not just their ambassadors. Um, but even though this happened at first, like I said, I was willing to forgive them. But let me read you this message I sent to them, and we'll talk about it. Dear Noah/team, I am a small streamer. I carry about an average of 4ish viewers, and sometimes not even that. I don't have a PC. I stream from my PS4. It is terrible. I am in constant communication with other streamers for networking, yet unable to actually make content with them due to not having a PC. The reason why I bring this up is because of those guidelines, and maybe you could use this as an example or to help create new and better guidelines. The follower count you required last night was 5,000. I have been streaming since 2016, but only truly focused on it the last 3 years. I might have 4,000 followers, but most are not active. That, or only following me because my name was placed in a giveaway and that's it. I probably have about 1,400 followers that found me just through my own networking marketing. I still work hard. I have 2 YouTube channels. One is variety and one is only Dead by Daylight content. If you know anything about YouTube analytics, you know that variety content usually doesn't do well unless you already have a viewer base. That does include Twitch too. Now, I was saving money for a PC, but I had hoped to win. Obviously, I knew that it was a small chance I would ever win in the first place, but on top of that, what happened last night honestly hurt. Not to mention the people who are carrying more of a viewership already have the money for a new PC, or at least more than the smaller streamers. I understand the part about not wanting to choose a streamer who stops streaming. That is totally okay, but I also think if someone doesn't stream anymore, they should not really be a part of the ambassadorship in the first place. I have Artesian in my Linktree, panels, and an automatic command that sets off every certain number of chats, and in my YouTube descriptions. Something I think that would be kind of unique is to choose a streamer live on stream who you shall promote on Twitter and during the streams. During the streams. to help them grow, because at the end of the day, everyone can grow together. Maybe even do that one person per week. This way you can help advertise and drive viewers to that person's stream, including that they will be more loyal and more appreciative of it. I can forgive you, but I don't see me forgiving without change. I hope to see something change. Also, one more suggestion would be to release new guidelines, probably about a week before giveaway. That way, people can critique and you can communicate, or you can get the community's opinion on it and not just your own, which is true. Hope to hear back from you. I am not leaving yet because I believe in second chances, but I do hope there is a chance, or there is change, or else I probably will. Now, obviously, I've kind of came to the conclusion that I am not staying with them because I don't support that. But also, um, rereading their apologies and shit, it was really bad. Like, right after he got off stream, he just started saying, "Hey, Twittersphere, I'm really sorry for the way we did parts of the giveaway today." Instead of actually addressing the actual situation right away, he instead goes around the situation to make it not sound as bad as it was. And then, continuing, he releases the statement from him, but it sounds like they came up to it with it together, and he wasn't really wording it the best way, and the apology was okay. I don't think this apology was that bad, but towards the end he kind of got entitled, and it was really dumb by saying these words: "Thank you for all your ongoing support and continuation to provide me with personal feedback to grow." And that tells me, hey, he might be leading this company, but honestly, there should not be a leader in this company, because you should be working together. That just, you have more opinions on things, guidelines, things like that. Would have been a better decision in the first place, but alright. Continuing. Another thing, they said, to all my ambassadors, thank you for your. First off, we're not your ambassadors, okay? We're your company's ambassadors. You're a single individual. Just because you're the chief does not mean that we are an ambassador to only you. And that's the truth. We are an ambassador to the company. Big difference. And that just told me he was very focused on him being like, "Oh, I did this. I did this. I own it," which is true. But at the same time, you got to realize there's other workers and there's other people that kind of make decisions that should improve it, but he didn't seem like he really cared about that in this apology. He kind of like only mentioned that it was his idea, his business, and kind of was entitled in that part. And I was like, why aren't you, like he kind of addressed it, and then he was like, okay, again, thank you for all your ongoing support. Yet, guess what? You have lost so many partners within the last day, really. Um, and then not to mention the last couple days completely. And another thing that he decided to release right after that apology, about a day really, or a couple hours. It wasn't really a full day. I think it was like 5 hours later. It might not have been that, but it was a lot longer when I saw it. I got a notification. I was on stream. I was like, I need to see this, right? And then he releases a video. Here, let me turn my brightness down. He releases a video like this, right? And yes, that's the video. He's talking and he's doing exactly what I'm doing, yet he's talking more like this. "I'm really sorry for what I said and did on stream. Um, I made people have the criteria of 5,000 followers, um, out of nowhere too. Um, but yeah, uh, it really sucks." That's what he's doing. I mean, maybe he's looking at the camera, but he's doing the exact same thing with his voice and kind of sounding like really down the hill. And that is not good. But he decided to make an apology, basically just talking normally, just like he's having any type of conversation. Now, if I was going to apologize, first off, I wouldn't release two apologies. I mean, like, maybe I would be like, oh, I would talk about it or something, be like, yeah, I'm sorry, blah, 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 right? Like, if I did something. But doing this, where you're kind of like, apologizing after you apologize because of the outburst of, downfall of your company, basically. And then even farther of a downfall, the next 10 minutes. Just, like, well, next couple hours. But, and then not to mention, like, how many people are losing ambassador, like, or not losing, but leaving the ambassadorship, including me. I gotta leave. I gotta delete my links and all that. But basically, he's been kind of just doing it that way and just being like, thank you for the ongoing support. We are not like this here. Well, maybe your team isn't. Maybe your team is good people, and I honestly hope they find better PC building companies to join if they could, because honestly, I mean, your business kind of failed. You might get $2,000 a month, but I don't really think they're going to get that many sales anymore, to tell you the truth. I mean, OTK left, Nick Merckx, all these people have their eyes on everything, and like literally, I don't think they're gonna make anything, and they don't deserve it. And like I said, at first I was like, yo, I could forgive them, I could, but they did not apologize correctly, and not only that. They weren't really listening to people's advice. They were saying that they were listening to people's advice. They turned on that you have to be following them on Twitch for about a week, and they also had turned on emote mode only on their chat for hours. I don't know exactly how long. Um, and they didn't let people talk about it. And it was really bad and really awful because the main guy that said everything wasn't even on the stream either. It makes me feel bad for the team because they could be good people, right? Because Noah who is the one that said everything. And we don't know everyone else's decision or anyone else's opinion that worked with Artesian, but anybody that works with Artesian right now, that's an employee, you're gonna have to probably look for another job because I don't think you're gonna make anything with Artesian. Plus, you shouldn't want to be a part of that in the first place. Anyways, I think that's the end of the video. Because I don't really have anything else to talk about. But that was kind of the aftermath on Artesian builds. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the like and sub button. Also, go follow my Twitch because we're doing this thing for March where for subs and stuff like that, we are taking hot sauce, spoonfuls of hot sauce, and we are doing that basically every day, So, anyways, thanks for watching, and make sure to hit the like and sub button. It means a lot. Peace out. Much love.